already know this is Punch on Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself. AKA El Adobo, el Sazón, el Borracho, el Pastor de Boxeo. Whoa. I know a lot of people keep talking about this Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson, but of course, during the press conference, people's talking about what Turki said. Well, he alluded on the phone call. He said, if Shakur Stevenson, if they're winning Shakur Stevenson, I mean, if the winner of Shakur and Teofimo Lopez, I have a surprise, a big event, a big fight for May. So what are you talking about? Like, yo, who he's talking about? We already know that Turki Al-Shay be doing big things, big events. A lot of people in the boxing world like Turki Al-Shay, but now people's talking about, damn. I mean, we look a little bit past this fight, right? Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson, January 31st, New York City, my city, Madison Square Garden. People picking, I mean, the massive favorite right now is Shakur. I got Teofimo Lopez, but at the end of the day, I said, if y'all familiar with the channel, smash that like button. I always said, Shakur Stevenson beats everybody except for Teofimo Lopez. But I think that Gervonta Tan Davis, of course, is going to give a run for his money. I just think with Gervonta Tan Davis, I don't think his mind is mind right to beat a guy like Shakur Stevenson at the moment. But if his mind right and his skill set right, Tank is good. Tank is good. He said, man, Teal gonna whoop Tank. I got Teal beating everybody. When Teofimo Lopez, physical ability, and intellect is coexisting at the highest level, ain't nobody being that guy. Want to hear nothing about. But let's talk about it though. I mean, this is the sport of boxing. It's not like we get a game. It's not like we get a game every day. It's not like we get a fight every day. This is what we were subjected to create content. We're subjected to talk about a lot of things that when things ain't happening, right? Either somebody's tweeting, we make videos out of tweets. So, hold on. So who's in the chat? Southside in the building. What's good, Southside? What's good? Southside, smash that like button. Become a member of Punch on Boxing. Let's go. How you like that press conference, man? Allen. How y'all like that press conference? Be honest. Be honest. How y'all like that press conference? I hear a lot of people criticizing that press conference. They say, oh, man, come on, man. They ain't set a fight, man. Oh, come on, man. Oh, come on, man. We need to see more, man. Man, what happened to you? Should have said more, man. Shakur should have said more, man. I mean, man, the people, man, Keyshawn Davis and Richard Hitchens, man, that's the way they need to sell the fight. Hey, yo, let me tell you like this. That fight sells by itself. Like, what you mean that Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson are supposed to sell the fight? But we all gonna watch the fight. Sell it to who? Sell that fight to who? Why everybody's yo? That's what I'm talking about. And when we talking about the American fan base, we bitch about everything. Yo, man, that press conference. Oh no, man, that press conference. What do you want? A fight? You want to see the fight? In the press conference? That's a fight that sells by itself. You know what I'm saying? I know we want to see. We want to see some ignorant shit. But when Teofimo Lopez opened his mouth, a lot of people want him to shut up. The same thing. Oh, yo, where's Teofimo Lopez Senior, man? Yo, Teofimo Lopez Senior need to shut up and let his son talk. When Teofimo Lopez Senior disappeared, yo, man, I miss Teofimo Lopez Senior. Yo, where's Senior, man? Shakur, in my opinion, is underestimating Teo. He's looking past him, contradicting himself, saying he can't look past Teo because he's the real deal, but yet talk about Tank, Ben, and Haney. You know what it is, though? I think Outside of Keyshawn Davis, because I did the interview with Keyshawn Davis. Shout out to Keyshawn Davis. Outside of Keyshawn Davis, I think that everybody around Shakur Stevenson looked down on Teofimo Lopez. So that right there probably is like, yeah, I mean, it's gonna be easy work. But I'm gonna tell you like this: Shakur Stevenson is smart. Shakur Stevenson is smart. Shakur Stevenson knows Teofimo Lopez. Shakur Stevenson knows Teofimo Lopez. When Shakur Stevenson was the man of the amateurs, Teofimo Lopez was the man alongside him and Gary Antoine Russell. Trust me, Shakur Stevenson know what he's up against. Shakur Stevenson know what he's up against. And to be honest, if you listen to before Teofimo Lopez publicly was downplaying Shakur Stevenson, I think what got Shakur Stevenson tight was that time when Teofimo Lopez went to the Sean Porter podcast and stuff like that, downplaying Shakur Stevenson. Before that, if you listen to Shakur Stevenson's interview, he never downplayed Teofimo Lopez. As a matter of fact, before that Sean Porter interview with Teofimo Lopez had, Shakur Stevenson said that, hey yo, Teo don't duck nobody. Teal's the real deal. He knows Teal's the real deal. And I know that Cambosa was a hiccup, but even put it this way. Go check out the interview with Keyshawn Davis and check out what Shakur Stevenson said about Teofimo Lopez performance after the George Cambosa. I ain't talking about when they're already going at it. Go to the interview with Keyshawn Davis and Shakur Stevenson. Keyshawn Davis said, yo, I know something was wrong with him. Shakur Stevenson, well, yes, the was wrong with him. He was not 100%. They wasn't downplaying. They wasn't kicking Teofimo Lopez when he was down. They wasn't kicking him down. But regardless, anyway, Kenny in the building said a lot of these people don't really follow the sport. Just want to say something cause your platform. I say this, man. It's gonna be a wonderful fight. It's gonna be a good fight. I got Teofimo Lopez beating Shakur Stevenson. I got this 116, 112, 115, 113. I see it as a close. I see it as a good technical fight. Look, I'm gonna say it like this. I always said it that when the smoke clears, it's gonna be Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson. But we could also talk about, Tio or Shakur should not look past their opponents. But this is what we do. We look past because we want to see what's gonna transpire the whole 2026. I think the Takeover 2.0 is gonna start it off. Just like he started off this generation and daring to be great, Teofimo Lopez is gonna start it off. But let's just say the winner of this fight is it gonna be Javante Tan Davis, or is it going to be Devin the Dream Haney? Now we also saw recently that Bill Haney is calling out Tank. Remember they used to have a list. Tank was not on that list, and maybe Bill and Devin probably heard that Turkey Al Sheikh already got to sit down with Jake Paul. I mean, well, got to sit down with Turkey Al Sheikh, because why wouldn't he just say that it's Devin Haney? I mean, Devin Haney's already working with him. He could have easily said the win of this fight will fight Devin Haney in May, but he said it's going to be a big event. I got a surprise for you, ladies and gentlemen, because it wouldn't be a surprise. It wouldn't be a surprise if it's Tio versus Devin, and it wouldn't be a surprise if it's Shakur versus Devin, because already Turkey Al Sheikh is working with them. So when Turkey Al Sheikh is talking about a big surprise, let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask y'all a question. If Teofimo Lopez wins, who you rather see him in the ring with in May? Gervonta Tank Davis or Devin Haney? And if Shakur Stevenson beats Tio, you already know I got Tio being Shakur. But if Shakur Stevenson beats Tio, who you rather see Shakur Stevenson in the ring with in May? Tank or Haney? Let me see y'all in the chat. I got Shakur. He's got Ken said I got Shakur by decision. In the chat, who y'all want to see? Cause look, yo, Devin Haney's doing his thing. Devin Haney went to the 147-pound division, but is Shakur gonna go to 147 after this fight? Is Shakur gonna go to Think about it. He's not gonna go to 147. He ain't gonna go to 147. To be honest, in the beginning, when I was in the press conference this past Wednesday, I truly thought that it was going to be Devin Haney and May. The winner may fight Devin Haney, right? Because he already working with Turki Al Sheikh. Devin Haney had a good victory versus Brian Oman Jr. But T.O. is at 140. Shakur just stepped to 140. And Shakur is not leaving his belt at 135. I see more realistic. Good looking out, my brother. Good looking out. Good looking out. The real. I see it more realistic that if Shakur Stevenson wins or Teofimo Lopez wins, even T.O. said, he said that it is basically is in motion for Devin Haney. How about this? If T.O. wins, the fight with Devin Haney is next. But if Shakur wins, the fight with Tank is next. Is that what it is, folks? Because T.O. brought up, he was asked a question in reference to Devin Haney. He says already in motion. So do we see a T.O. if T.O. with a victory January 31st is going to be T.O. versus Haney? If Shakur wins, it's going to be him and Tank. And people felt that in the the press conference on the phone call that Turki Al Sheikh first said that the winner Shakur Stevenson. I have a surprise for Shakur Stevenson. If Shakur Stevenson win, we get a big fight. And then he added Teofimo Lopez. But the thing with Turki Al Sheikh, he doesn't know how to pronounce Teofimo Lopez, so nobody even know when he says Tio. I don't know why. I don't know. Is the Arabic? He just why he can't say Tio? He says You ever heard him try to pronounce Teofimo Lopez? I don't know, man. I think that was an easy name to pronounce. Timalifo. Yeah. Yo, he says Timalifo. Tirmalifer. Shakur Stevenson and Tirmalifer Lopez. Hey, yo, it's T.O., damn it. T.O. Man. That shit ain't hard, Turkey. This shit is not hard. Pause. He said, Timberly and Foot. Oh, shit. He said, Timberly and Foot. Why not have all four fight in the call? Hey, yo, why not? He said, Timberly Fimo. Yo, it's true. I mean, we did have Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, and Teofimo Lopez in the same card. Why not? Oh, how about this? How about this? How about this? You know what this? You know what it is? Maybe you remember that tournament that he wanted to do, right? Turki Al Sheikh wanted to do the tournament, right? He had this unwritten tournament. It was supposed to be, I already know, in Times Square. Ryan Garcia was supposed to be Rolly Romero. Devin Haney beat Jose Ramirez, and then Teofimo Lopez, who beat Barbosa, was supposed to be fighting Boots. Now that Boots is out the play. To be honest, now Turki Al Sheikh could really say, look, Gervonta Tank Davis, here's your damn two Lamborghinis that you wanted. I see a pattern right here. I see a pattern. I see a pattern. Remember that remember that Canelo Alvarez, remember he was supposed to be fighting Jake Paul on Netflix. Who got in the way of that? Who got in the way of that? Who got in the way of that? Come on now. Turki Al Sheikh got in the way of that, right? Remember, Canelo Alvarez is going to be facing Jake Paul, and then Turki Al Sheikh got in the way and made Canelo Alvarez fight William Score and then get the Bud Crawford fight. Hey, is it me or I truly think now I started thinking about it the whole day. Motor in the building was good. He has a salute punch. Tell T.O. Bud was undisputed and the WBC strip, meaning he was. With Teofimo Lopez undisputed too, all right? You respect the undisputed Teofimo Lopez, all right? If Bud undisputed, what damn it T.O. is. Goddamn, give the respect that he deserved. We all watched what happened, right? We all watched what happened. It's our duty. It's our duty. Thank you, Motor. Thank you. Cesa, con los 5 pesos. Super Chatty Chatty Patty K said, bro, non-biased, please. Teal at 147, I believe it will be more dangerous. And his punches will hit harder. Wouldn't you agree? Or is it just me? I think that to be honest, I think that Teofimo Lopez power has carried to 140s to 140. The question is, did his knockout carried? See, I think people got it confused, right? When people say power, they're alongside with knockout. No. Did his power carry? Yes. Did his knockout that he was having in the lightweight division carry? No. But in all actuality, I never looked at Teofimo Lopez as a knockout artist. I've been following him since the amateurs and stuff like that. Teofimo Lopez was never this knockout artist. What is the traditional Teofimo Lopez? The guy that beat Lomachenko, the guy that beat Josh Taylor, the guy that beat Barbosa. That is Teo. The thing is that knockout with Richard Comey really surprised people and really put a stamp on it because that was his introduction to championship boxing, right? So when he got that knockout in the second round with a credible champion, then people saw him as this knockout artist. He had a couple of knockout reels. But be honest, a lot of young and high invested fighters are knocking out people. Everybody was knocking out people. Tech was knocking out people. Ryan Garcia knocking out people. Even Devin Haney was knocking people out. You remember Keith Thurman knocking people out. Earl Spence was knocking people out. But once you get into a level, the knockout stops. But the power doesn't go. The power doesn't go. You know why I know the power doesn't go? Look how people look at Sando more. Put it this way. Good looking out. God bless you with the $5 super chat, my brother. Put it this way. That's why I always say people need to go film study. Just do film study. Regardless if you hate this fighter or not, be a student of the game, right? Do film study. We had never seen Jermaine Ortiz fight like that. Go watch Jermaine Ortiz versus Hearing. Go watch Jermaine Ortiz versus Lomachenko. Go watch Jermaine Ortiz in his last fight. So is that right hand to the solo plex that make these motherfuckers run? Is that right hand to the solo plex that made Lomachenko think twice in the first half of the fight? Is that right hand to the solo plex that made Josh Taylor, man, let me go for broke? Is that right hand to the solo plex that Barbosa is thinking twice to really, hit in between those shots with Teofimo Lopez? I'm gonna tell y'all the money punch right now for Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez, and guess what? It's actually the same punch from different side. Teofimo Lopez paralyzes his opponent with that straight right hand to the solo plex. That has been his money punch. If you in all the big fights, that has been the money punch that sets the tone and the pace of the fight. Teofimo Lopez have the athleticism to close and get out of range quicker than anybody. Right now in the sport of boxing, quicker than anybody. Teofimo Lopez could close and get out of range quicker than anybody. That's all footwork right there. All footwork. All footwork. But guess what? Shakur Stevenson money punch is also that straight left hand to the solo plex. But if he doesn't follow up with a hook and he stays within range with Teofimo Lopez is going to get Shakur Stevenson. I just don't think that Shakur Stevenson is willing to stay in line, stay in range with Teofimo Lopez that much. You're going to make Teofimo Lopez too comfortable. Teo got to use jabs to the body. Hey, yo, I'm telling you, he's going to use all of that. And I like what Teofimo Lopez did say. I did like what he said. And the thing is, I like what Teofimo Lopez said in the press conference and what he said, hey, yo, everything I've done, every fight that I had in the 140-pound division actually prepare him for this fight. As much as people want to critique him with the Jermaine Ortiz and the Sando Martin, those are experience right there. As much as people want to criticize him, those are experience right there. We can go back to the drawing board. And if and a great fighter goes back to the drawing board, adjusts, and then you see a performance like a Barbosa. I know it's not a southpaw. I know it's not a southpaw. I know he's not a southpaw, but you got to see the mentality. You got to see that, okay, Teofimo Lopez, you know what? Right after the Jermaine Ortiz fight, man, he wasn't throwing no jabs and stuff like that. Get back to the jab. Go look how many punches that Teofimo Lopez threw versus Steve Claggett. I understand y'all don't care about Steve Claggett, but we got to analyze Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez. We got to take the good and the bad and the ugly, whatever you want to say, to prepare him for this fight. The experiences of Shakur Stevenson does not prepare Shakur Stevenson for Teofimo Lopez like the experience of a Teofimo Lopez prepares him for Shakur Stevenson. I'm going to say it again. I'm gonna say it again, whether people like it or not. I'm just breaking it down unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. The experience of Teofimo Lopez at the highest level and those fights that y'all say he struggles versus these southpaws. The greatest, put it this way, his greatest performance versus southpaw and the performance that y'all be like, was versus southpaws, right? But we already seen Teofimo Lopez at the highest level, whether you like him or not. That's the truth. Don't mind F yourself. You seen Teofimo Lopez at the highest level that can be in the respective division that he campaigned in. Am I right? Teo gonna get cooked. Teo gonna cook that. Santos in the building. Now, what are the best victories? Think about this. Think about this. What are the victories or what are the fighters that prepare Shakur Stevenson for Teofimo Lopez? Which opponents in recent time, name like the last 6 opponents for Shakur Stevenson, known for athleticism, known for speed. What is their skill set? His best victories are Mexican style fights. Am I right or wrong? I'm not lying, right? Shakur Stevenson best victories are Mexican style fighting. Cepeda and Oscar Valdez. Both not known for extreme footwork. Both not known for extreme athleticism. Very predictable. These are the opposite fighters. These are way opposite than the Teofimo Lopez. But if you look at Teofimo Lopez, he beat Lomachenko, one of the that had regarded the best footwork in boxing. So he's beat a slick, pound for pound, mover, accumulation of punches, guys that could work the angles. And I'm gonna say it like this: when it comes to technique, Lomachenko was one of the best in the sport of boxing. And at the time, does that prepare him more for Shakur Stevenson? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Does the John Taylor Southpaw, almost 6 feet, prepares him to for Shakur Stevenson? Yes, it does. Well, Lomachenko was too small. Well, Josh Taylor was too big and too tall. What about Jermaine Ortiz? Okay. Oh man, he beat Jermaine Ortiz. That's still an experience. That's something you could take it back to the drawing board. Sando Martin retired Mikey Garcia. Look at the experience. In the last, think about this, and think about this. And that's why I'm saying that Teofimo Lopez is well more prepared for a Shakur Stevenson fight than a Shakur Stevenson is more prepared for a Teo fight. Am I right or wrong? Does that sound logical? Does the electrician prepares him for a Teo? Does Cepeda prepares him for a Teo? Does Artem prepare him for a Teo? Totally different guys. I think that we're falling in love, and I said this the other day, and I've been saying it throughout my channel. Smash that like button. We only got 16. We got 65 people looking on. We only got 16 likes. Come on, y'all. We in the community of social media. Come on, respect the boxing content creators, man. How we got 17 likes and we got 65 people looking on. Dude, everybody got a smartphone. Up the visibility of the live. Listen to Gary Antoine Russell when his prediction. Yo, if Teofimo Lopez shows up, he gonna win. If Teofimo Lopez shows up, the Lomachenko, he gonna win. Tio is a slick boxer. That's why Tio always been slick. Mel City boxing in the building. What's good? G Smooth in the building. What's good? Teofimo Lopez been a slick fighter his whole career since the amateurs. He was not no kid dynamite Mike Tyson. It was just that he was knocking dudes out in the lightweight division, and he was playing around with them, and he was having a good time in the showmanship, and that carried on. But in all actuality, when it's time to dial in, Teofimo Lopez is slicker than slick. Teofimo, put it this way: Teofimo Lopez is a Latino fighter that fights like that is slick like a black fighter. Brought up by brought up by black trainers. Let's not forget that he used to work out and used to be in the gym with Gary Antoine Russell, Gary Russell Sr., Antonio Russell, with the whole family since he was 9, 10, 11 years old. Milton McCroy is the guy that helped out Teofimo Lopez. That's why his style is like that. Teofimo Lopez been groomed fighting Southpaws. That's why he never lost to one. And it's true. Shakur Stevens said, well, I never lost to an Orthodox. I'm going to tell you right here. I'm going to tell you right here. Don't be surprised when Teofimo Lopez works that jab. See, I'm going to tell you like this. When Teofimo Lopez abandoned the jab, that's when Teofimo Lopez make it harder for himself. See, even when, let's say, when he was trying to cut the ring off with the Jermaine Ortiz or Sando Martin, he didn't try to cut the ring off with the jab. He tried to cut the ring off with the right. Right? He tried to cut the ring off with the right. Thus, you see the unbalance, and then boom, when Sando Martin caught him in the second round because he was trying to. I can't wait for this one punch. That's what I'm talking. I can't wait for it too, man. Woo! Woo! I can't wait, man. You gonna be in the building? I might be in the building. I might be in the building. Hey, yo, I was checking. Hey, yo, folks, I saw Clarissa Shields the other day, and she was looking at me because I seen the interview with her, and I passed by, and she gave me the grill. I seen the interview with her with Clarissa Shields, and she gave me the grill. Why you ain't saying that to me, Clarissa? Huh? Come over here and shake my hand, huh? I thought you was gonna give me a cease and desist. I thought you was gonna sue me, huh? What happened to the paperwork? Hey, go check out that interview. I think it was with YSO. That interview. And I passed. She looking. She gave me the grill. She gave me the grill. Clarissa, ¿qué pasa, Clarissa? Don't be mad at Potro Boxing, okay? You want to eat them? You come over here and we talk about it, all right? Clarissa mad at me. Ay, mira. Why you mad at me? So nothing, man. She looking like a hey yo. She looking like she said she looking like Shanae. Shanae Shields. Hey yo. Ni papus me dijo nada. Huh? He look at me. All right, what happened? Wait, running right here, what happened? Huh? Oh shit. Muscle with the building with a $10 super chat. What's good, my brother? Say, yo, Punch, will you do a meet and greet after Tio fight? Oh, that should be good, bro. You know what I want to do though? I want to, I want to throw a party, man. I want to throw a party in Iron Bar. I think we should do that, right? Throw a little party in Iron Bar, smoke a little hookah. Huh? What y'all think? What y'all think? Celebrate when the takeover beat Shakur Stevenson. Huh? We celebrate the takeover 2.0, takeover season. Huh? We can invite Shakur Stevenson and shit like that. Don't worry. You know what I'm saying? I think, yo, I'm gonna tell you like this. When Teofimo Lopez beat Shakur Stevenson, I'm gonna tell you they're gonna give each other hugs and daps, and then he could come to the after party. All respect, because yo, Shakur is also one of my favorite fighters, man. Shakur's one of my favorite. This is like, yo, put it this way, man. This is a fight for me. Shakur, To versus Shakur was what I wanted in the welterweight division when it was for Thurman versus Crawford. I never got Thurman versus Crawford. I always said when the smoke clears in the welterweight division, it was going to be Thurman versus Crawford, but Thurman injury prone and all that stuff. At least I'm getting this one. I'm getting when all the smoke clears. I said it was going to be Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson. Shakur going back down to 140, and but at least he got his belt. That's what I'm saying, folks. What y'all think, man? Let me know the name. Do y'all think when Turki Al-Sheikh said if the winner would be a great big fight in May, who y'all think is gonna be Gervonta Tank Davis or Devin Haney? I'm saying like this. Maybe I think it's Tank. That's why I think Bill Haney's trying to get in front of the line, and he's trying to call out Gervonta Tank Davis out of nowhere because they was not on the list. Shout out to Bill. Bill was a marketing genius, but now he's going at Tank. But it's because this is what I'm saying, and I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I just been in the game for a long time now. If Bill out of nowhere is calling out Tank, that means Tank is in the mix of Turkey's plans. I don't know. I could be wrong, but out of nowhere, because I think that everybody left Tank alone. Bill was calling out Rolly. They're talking about the UK fighter, right? Rolly. They're talking about the UK fighter, right? They talking about Conor Ben. No, they wasn't talking about Tank no more. They was not talking about Tank anymore. And if it's a surprise by Turkey, I think that Turkey is already in the sit down with Al Heyman to get the Gervonta Tank Davis in the mix. I think so. And I think that Bill gotta swift that information, and now they're calling out Tank because they want to get in front of the line. Think about it. So just think about it. Why would they be calling out Tank now? Think about it. Think about it. Why would they call out Tank? Forget Rolly, forget the guy in the UK, forget the counter Ben. Why Tank all of a sudden? Think about it. Why Tank all of a sudden? I just seen the video of you walking. The goat wanted to look. Hey, yo, Mill, you saw it? You saw she was grilling your boy? You saw she was grilling me? Get me the mujer. Get the fuck out of here. Chanene J Seals, okay? I'm working around here. I'm gonna be like, yo, she asked me for the interview. Okay, I don't want to talk to you. Imagine she would have asked. Don't you want to? You don't want to interview me? Punch. Tú tienes un bajo de boca, mujer. I don't want to talk to you. Okay? Are you gonna buy? Are you gonna fight Shadeja Green? Now, pues vete para la mierda. Hey yo, also man. Hey yo, shout out to Crew de Jeune. Crew de Jeune. If y'all check the she sent me a message on the comment section, and she felt a little disrespectful because I said that Clarissa Shields is gonna bully French on Crew de Jeune. She got mad and she wrote to me on the comment section. I'm gonna say this. Sometimes you know what I'm saying sometimes when your boy Mr. Moonshine joke around. Some people just get hit. You know what I'm saying with the flying bullets. You feel me? I understand, and like I'm man enough. I don't got an ego like that. I apologize to Crew de Jeune because she is a great one. She's a great fighter, great amateur, great fighter, undisputed. I was in the building when she became undisputed, right? Sa, con los 5 pesos. What's good, my brother? God bless you, my brother. Says, bro, again, we know you're connected to Tio question. Tio is training hard. I'm assuming you are not allowed to be by his side. Hey, I'm going to tell you like this, man. I'm just boxing content creator. I support Tio. You know what I'm saying? Win, lose, draw. I support Tio not only as a fighter, I support him as a man, as a father. You know what I'm saying? I want him to do great outside of the out of the ring. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say it like this, Tio. This is what I could tell you, sister. Tio is hungrier than he was with versus Loma and Josh Taylor. I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna tell you the truth. I never seen this guy dialed in. He doesn't give a damn about nothing but Shakur. He doesn't care about anything. At the moment, fuck friends, F everybody. Everybody, bro. He's on a mission, bro. He's on a mission. And y'all know I don't care. Y'all know I keep it on bossy logically and objectively. You know I will be saying, yo, if I don't feel like something is right, I'll be like, yo, my man, Tio, you gotta do this and you gotta do that. Tio is locked in like I never seen before, bro. He's locked in, bro. He's locked in. He's locked in, bro. That dude is in already in weight shape in fight shape. All he got to do now when he goes to the now that he's in training camp, all he got to do is just skills and game plan, technique, game plan. He don't. There's no weight. You already know there's never been no weight camp for Teofimo Lopez, but this right here, I'm telling you, man, nothing could distract this guy. Nothing could distract this guy. Hey, yo, after the press conference, after all his media run and stuff like that, we all went. I was like, yo, let's go to a restaurant and stuff like that. I'm going to my room. I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna study. I'm telling y'all, folks, Teofimo Lopez is dialed in, bro. He's dialed in, bro. He's dialed in. And he see now, and the thing is, we saw the we know how the business of boxing been effing him over. He's looking at like he's not. Hey yo, Teofimo Lopez just not gonna beat Shakur Stevenson January 31st. He's gonna beat the whole system, the whole game plan, the whole group. You know they're all gonna be against him. The Shakur, Crawford group, Turkey, the business of boxing. Eddie Hearn don't like him. Top Rank don't like him. You know they're good, man. They don't like him. The advisors around Turkey don't like him. There's fans, the haters don't like him. The ring magazine panelists don't have him on a pound for pound. They don't like him. He's going to win he's going to beat them all. January 31st. I'm telling you, bro. Watch. He going Hey yo, y'all remember, y'all follow the channel. If y'all follow the channel, he said he said Santos word is Papoose got niggas man, they ain't gonna do shit, bro. They ain't gonna do nothing, Santos. I was there, bro. I was standing right there. Papoose was right there. And Jay Prince was right there. Y'all saw that I passed like Clarissa Shields like 50 times. I'm going back and forth. Huh? But I respect the ladies. You know, I respect me. I respect the ladies. Huh? Ah, she mad at me because I said it. Because she looked like Antonio Tabo with a wig. And that's it. What happened? You can tell me that I look ugly. No, I'm not gonna. I never said that she looked ugly, bro. I never said those words. I never said those words. All I said that's Antonio Tabo with a wig. I never said that she was ugly. I never said that. I never said that. I never said that. Y'all never could say that. Be honest, folks. Be honest. Come on, you follow the channel. I never said Clarissa Shields was ugly. All I said she's looked like Antonio Tabo with a wig, but I never said those words. I never said those words because I know God don't like ugly, and God, we're all children of God. All right? He makes us all different shape and sizes. Y'all already heard the story. Tank sparred Tio and beat blood out dude, and Tank said he was going easy. Huh? Tio was 15 years old, my brother. Hey, yo, bro. Mag, when they sparred, Tank was already a professional. Tio just turned 15 years old, bro. Come on, man. You gonna get the Mr. Pinocchio today? I like, you know what I like when people be like acting like they was there, like, no, you know what I'm saying? When Tang spot Tio, you know what I'm saying? He was all bloody, yo, you shit like that. Yo, you should have been there for real, man. Tank was 18 years old. They're 3 to 4 years apart. He was already a pro. Come on, man. That's the clout that you're looking for. But put it this way, Mag. Where's Tank Davis now? Because Teofimo Lopez keep on doing his dirty work. Let's not forget that Tio in the lightweight division fought Lomachenko. Let's not forget that he's the one that's gonna be fighting Shakur Stevenson. Tank is supposed to be fighting Shakur Stevenson in the lightweight division. It was Tank that was supposed to be fighting Vasily Lomachenko when Teofimo Lopez fought him. Hey, yo, he's the janitor. He be cleaning up the mess. He be taking out the trash. He takes out the trash from Javante Tank Davis. Doing his dirty work. Come on now. And I like Tank. Skillfully, technically wise, Tank is one of my favorite fighters as well. But Punch, you can tell you a street doing tough. No, I ain't no, Cesar. No tough right here. I'm very nice guy, okay? No tough right here. I'm nice. All right? The only time I'm tough, if people play around with my kids, the lady, you know what I'm saying? The mama, the daddy, my brother, my sister, the familia. You know what I'm saying? And if you my peoples, bro, if you my peoples, you know what I'm saying? And you rolling with me, see, that's one thing I think I'm too loyal to. I'm too loyal for my own good. I put it that way. I'm too loyal for my own good. You know what I'm saying? I could say that. I could say that. I've been in situations where I'm like, have you ever put it this way? Have you ever been in situations where you reacted in a way that you know that if the other way around, they wouldn't react like that? You understand what I'm saying? And then I'd be thinking like, damn, yo, imagine I would have got locked up today, and then I would have been like, why I got locked up? Why I didn't see my kids today? Because I was helping this do that. But this motherfucker would have helped me out. This shit was the other way around. I want to meet Turkey too, man. That's why I went over there, man. I wish I would have seen Turkey, bro. So I could say sometimes I'm too little for my own good, and sometimes you know what it is. You got to learn. This is what I learned at an old age, as I grow as an older adult. Not You cannot depend on everybody to treat you the way that you treat them. I think that's unfair. Unfortunately, it shouldn't be like that. I'm gonna give you an example. Let's say you could have a friend that probably got way more money than you, and you don't got it like that. And the favor that he could do for you is probably hook you up with a job, lend you money because he got those avenues. You know what I'm saying? But you can't do that for him. So he shouldn't expect for you to hit him off for money because you're not in the same level as him. You understand what I'm trying to say? I'll give another example. Sometimes if you the person that is like a roddy, you the fighting type. You know what I'm saying? You the guy that will protect your friends physically, right? But your friend can't fight. He's not a fighter, right? And then if y'all get into a situation outside and he didn't react like you will react for him, don't get mad at him. He's not that tight. Don't get mad at him because you be like, yo, man, you wasn't there, man. These motherfuckers about to jump me and you motherfucker froze up. He's not that. So that's what I've learned at the older age. Like, don't think that that you have the equal value when it comes to friendship. You gotta if you're a friend, you gotta understand your friend and they gotta understand you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I learned. I learned to stay myself. Don't take it personal in the sense of and know your role. Know your role. I give you an example. If I'm with Tio outside, right? We outside. I'm with Tio. I know Tio is we could say a celebrity, right? There is more of he will lose more than outside of family. He will lose more than I will lose as just a boxing content creator, right? Things that he could say, things he could do. You know what I'm saying? If I'm out, I'm gonna give you an example. Let's say if I'm out with Tio, right? And we walking in the street. I will be more in protecting mode. I wouldn't look for his protection if you understand what I'm saying? Because I know who he is. I will be more in a protection mode when I'm with let's say Demetrius Andre, right? And we go out. We go out, right? I'm saying I will be more of a lookout than any. I'll be chilling, but I will be also more of a lookout because I understand who he is. I can understand what he got. I can understand what other people may want to get from him or take advantage of a situation where they could take advantage of the situation and then make him react so then they could sue. I can't rely on them to look at me like that. That doesn't mean that, oh shit. You understand what I'm saying? But man, we need to turn up with TOT. Yo, man, I'm telling you, bro. I think that Shakur's gonna have a lot of fans out there because he's from the tri-state area. He already did great numbers out there in Newark, so I know that it's gonna be a good. And T, I'm gonna tell you like this: when the fight week comes, when the fight week comes, it's gonna be lit, bro. It is going to be lit. Madison Square Garden, New York City. Everybody going to winter clothes, on the winter gear, all that shit. All the celebrities gonna come out. Mark my words. A lot of people was talking about this press conference. Oh, it wasn't this, it wasn't that, it wasn't this. It's so by itself. I'm not. What we looking for? It's so by himself. If Tio would have stood shut and Shakur would have stood shut, we all invested in this fight. Salute Punch. Would this be Tio's best win when he beat Shakur? I will say arguably it will be Teofimo Lopez's second best victory. Arguably. Arguably would be first, but I would say second. I would say arguably second. We could look at a different way. I say this. All right, but say Lomachenko, when the time that Teofimo Lopez fought him, great momentum and was regarded pound for pound, one, two, three, you could flip it around. ESPN already has him as number one pound for pound. It was undisputed lightweight division and stuff like that. Right? The momentum. See, sometimes the momentum is what makes a great fight. You see, like Bud Crawford, the Earl of True spins, Earl spins, broke the over the bone of Ugas. Terrence Bud Crawford beat the crap out of Dave Avanesian and stuff like that. And before that, stopped Sean Porter, a guy that I never thought that nobody was gonna stop. Outbox, yes, but stop? No. That's what make the momentum. Is not only the name, but the momentum makes it a great fight. Teofimo Lopez had great momentum. Shakur got great momentum. Um, I think that Shakur coming up, Shakur not presenting a belt for Tio, but Shakur is on the pound for pound list and is already a favorite versus Tio, right? So he's the underdog. So it's just as it's a little you can nick and pick which one is the best victory, Lomachenko or Shakur Stevenson or Teofimo Lopez. But then it's gonna go how if he stops Shakur, if he hurts Shakur, if he drops Shakur, right there is a better victory. Because Shakur is known as this. If we go with the narrative of what the masses feel about Shakur and what the masses feel about Tio, the masses feel like Shakur Stevenson is the best defensive fighter in the sport of boxing. If if Teofimo Lopez cracked the code, cracked the guard, then we're looking at something special automatically, right? Oh shit, Teofimo Lopez, yo, done something that we never seen Shakur. Get it? You know what I'm saying? He put him in a situation we never seen him in a situation like that, right? But I still think it will be arguably. It will be arguably. I think it's gonna have to deal. It have to, it's gonna be how is Teofimo Lopez gonna win? Um, with Shakur is see because he's the favorite. If Shakur drops Teo, would you be shocked? If Shakur drops Tio, would I be shocked? I wouldn't be shocked. You know why? Because we seen Cambosos drop Tio well, I think it was the first fight of Teofimo Lopez's career, or second fight, first or second fight of Teofimo Lopez's career. His glove touched the canvas. He had an 8 second count. So if he got dropped with the Sando Martin. So if Shakur Stevenson drops Teofimo Lopez, would I be shocked? No, I would. No way. Because he got dropped with guys that wasn't about punchers. Sando Martin wasn't known for a puncher, and Camboso was never is not known for a puncher. So do I feel like a Shakur, if he drops it, would I be shocked? I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked. No, I wouldn't be shocked. I'll be surprised, but I wouldn't be shocked. Because I do believe that Teofimo Lopez learned from it, and I think that Teofimo Lopez have great momentum going for it, and I think that well, when he's facing pound for pound fighters, he's in his p's and q's, man. I never thought we would call him pound for pound because he knows how to stay, and that's what I mean, Santos. It's true, man. Like I like Shakur Stevenson, but I'm not adopting that he's a better defensive fighter than Tio. I'm not. And I know that people don't look at Teofimo Lopez as a defensive fighter because who looks at offensive fighters as defensive fighters? Roy Jones Jr. was the only man, I think, outside of Willie Pep that recorded not a punch got landed on him, in the round. Fight Fury Films in the building with the $10 super chat. God bless you, bruh. Nobody has predicted the fight being a draw except for Abel Sanchez, right? Abel Sanchez predicted a draw. Yo, and if we're looking at this as the best fight in the best, to be honest, in my opinion, if we're looking at this as the best fight in the best, because this is I look at this fight like the best fight in the best. I look at this as the best fight in the best, right? The best fight in the best should look like Beterbiev versus Bivol, Canelo versus Triple G. It should look like that. Also, let's not forget also Oscar de la Hoya Tito Trinidad. If you look at the fight, even with Floyd Mayweather and Zab Judah, outside of the debacle, outside of the low blow, it was Zab Judah before the low blow. I think he was winning the fight. I think he was winning the fight. Keith Thurman versus Sean Porter. Even leading up to the knockout, Bud Crawford versus Sean Porter. Sean Porter um Sean Porter versus Earl Spence. Usyk versus AJ, the second fight. The best fight in the best should look like that. It shouldn't be no whitewash. To be honest, it shouldn't. The best fight in the best should not look like Bud Crawford versus Earl Spence. That's in the nigga. It shouldn't look like that. It shouldn't look like that. It should look like Leonard versus Hagler. It should look like that. That's the best fight in the best, the ultimate chess match. It should look like. Well, I'm not gonna say look like because I do believe that James Toney and Roy Jones Jr. was a good fight. That is, I see this fight like I see Shakur versus Tio like Roy Jones Jr. versus James Toney. If Teofimo Lopez establishes a jab, I think it's gonna be hard for Shakur Stevenson. I think it's gonna be real hard because I think that there's levels to adjust, and I just don't. I don't think that the layers that I think that Teofimo Lopez got way more layers than Shakur. Like I don't think that Shakur Stevenson can actually go for broke. You feel me? Like if the fight is close, think about this. If we're going into the 10th round, think about this, folks. We're going into the 10th round. And we're already saying, yo, shit, it's a draw heading to the 10th round. Think about this, folks. Just think about it, right? Let me see. Let's say, okay, let's say is we're heading to the 11th round. We're heading to the 11th round, ladies and gentlemen. It's 95-95. We're heading to the 11th round. Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson. 95-95. Somebody needs to make an adjustment. Somebody needs to go for broke. 95-95. The whole boxing world, we in an agreement. Yo, shit, it's a man. Yo, damn, it's tied up. Who you think got that dog? Something got to come out. Who you think is going to press the issue, going to make the adjustments and stuff like that? Who got the layers? Who got the layers that okay? Let's turn this into a fight. See, I don't think that Shakur Stevenson would say, you know what? Let's go for it. You know what? I haven't listened. The breakdown of this fight is so backwards to me, in my opinion. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. What I mean about backwards is I don't hear anyone with quote unquote credibility, trainers, fighters. I don't hear anyone saying that Shakur Stevenson need a ticket from the champion. Even Abel, hey, yo, put it this way. Yo, Sensei and Fight Fury Films. Even Abel Sanchez that said it was gonna be a draw. What he said about Teofimo Lopez, he said, well, Teofimo Lopez will need a ticket to him if he wants to win the fight. Because Shakur is not going to do that. So Teofimo Lopez is the one that needs to set the pace of the fight and need to take it to him. If Teofimo Lopez doesn't do that, Shakur Stevenson wins the fight. When do we and see? And that's what I mean. I don't know why. Yo, folks. To be honest, that's what makes me back up Teo even more. Pause. This is what makes me support Teofimo Lopez even more because I feel like even the assessment and the breakdown of his fight with Shakur Stevenson, people they don't even break it down like they would do another fight in terms of what happened that you need to take it from the champion. Shakur is not the champion; it's Teofimo Lopez. So Teo needs to take it from Teofimo Lopez. Needed pressure and take it from Shakur. Y'all got Teo being the underdog, whatever. But Teo don't gotta go and take it from the challenger. Shakur needs to take it from the champion. So if we're going to the 11th round, 95-95, it's a draw going up to the 11th round. Who is the one that needs to actually want to be a champion? Why nobody that you heard is only Punch Drunk Boxing saying this? I don't give a fuck what anybody say. No channel is saying that Shakur Stevenson needs to take it from the champion. You know why they're not saying it? Because he haven't shown that he has the qualities or the intangibles to take it from somebody. That's what it is. And I'm talking about not anybody. I'm talking about a guy like T from Lopez. Did he take it from Jamel Hearing? Yes. Did he take it from Jamel Hearing? Yes. Why don't they say that Shakur needs to take it to Tio? Because hey, guess what? As much as people want to downplay Teofimo Lopez with the performance of Jermaine Ortiz and Sando Martin, and they use Jermaine Ortiz and Sando Martin as Shakur Stevenson is going to replicate, is going to do what they did, right? That's the only reason they bring in Jermaine Ortiz and Sando Martin. Am I right or wrong? Because you believe that Shakur Stevenson could take what Jermaine Ortiz and Sando Martin did, and they could relate to those skill set with Shakur Stevenson. Am I right or wrong? Let's keep it real. Let's keep it honest. That's the reason why y'all want to shame Teofimo Lopez with Jermaine Ortiz and Sando Martin. You don't want to shame Teofimo Lopez with George Camboso with Shakur Stevenson because you don't believe that Shakur Stevenson is going to fight like George Camboso, right? Let's be real. Let's be honest. Let's break it down on boxing logically and objectively. Let's go with the breakdown, the narrative, the facts. Let's go with the narrative. The narrative is y'all mentioned Jermaine Ortiz and Sando Martin because you feel like Shakur Stevenson got the qualities like them or better than them. And if they challenge Teofimo Lopez, then what would Shakur Stevenson do? Way better than them. Am I right or wrong? That's what y'all think, right? That's what many people that shames Teo with Jermaine Ortiz, Sando Martin believe, right? They're Southpaws, right? And Teofimo Lopez struggled with them. Imagine how he would do with Shakur Stevenson if he struggled with Jermaine Ortiz and Sando Martin. Am I right? Help me out in the chat. I just want to know if that's what they're saying, right? Or I'm in La La Land. Tell me your punch. Yeah, you right. No, you wrong. Ain't nobody talking about no Jermaine Ortiz and Sando Martin. I ain't even heard them names come up in the lead up to this fight. Cesar says, yup, right? Okay. But we all know that they lost. Regardless how people they lost. Jermaine Ortiz lost and Sando Martin lost. And you know why they didn't lose? Because they didn't take it from the champion. They did not commit to take it. Go watch the championship rounds. Go watch the last round, ladies and gentlemen, of Sando Martin and Teofimo Lopez. Sando Martin ran like if he already got it in the bag. Watch the 12th round of Jermaine Ortiz and Teofimo Lopez. You think a judge is going? You think that we're going to give it to Jermaine Ortiz? You hate Teofimo Lopez that much that y'all wanted to see Jermaine Ortiz get a victory over what he did in the 12th round, ladies and gentlemen. Even Oscar De La Hoya did not get the victory like that. It's gonna go down to Teo's mental because when he's on. Am I right? Did Oscar De La Hoya get the fight with Tito Trinidad? You let me know why he didn't get the victory. See, I want people to be consistent with their assessment of fighters. Forget about Tio and Shakur Stevenson. Why didn't Oscar De La Hoya beat Tito Trinidad? What happened in the championship rounds? Hmm? Anybody? Anybody watch the fight? Everybody recall that fight, or we all young here? He was moving, not throwing. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, go watch that fight. Even while y'all listening to me right now. Put it this way. Y'all listening to Punch on Boxing. Go to another device. Go to another device right now. Go turn your TV on. Go to your laptop or your other phone. And go while I speak. Watch the 12th round right now with Jermaine Ortiz and Teofimo Lopez. You, I can understand what I'm trying to say. See, the thing is that people hate Teofimo Lopez so much that they're willing. Jermaine Ortiz won. He ain't gonna win like that. So common sense tells me, can Shakur Stevenson implement some of the things that Jermaine Ortiz and Sando Martin did? Yes. But it was just one element that they missed that couldn't get them over the hump. It's just one element that Jermaine Ortiz and Sando Martin did that couldn't get them the victory over Teofimo Lopez. Take it to Teo. You're going to have to take it from Teo, right? Because he's the champion. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you like this. Regardless of what all these people want to tell you about the Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Bud Crawford, if Terrence Bud Crawford did not turn it up in the 11th and 12th round, he was going to lose that fight with Canelo Alvarez. No, man, Bud Crawford won 117, 111 on my scorecard. In that scorecard, if Bud Crawford did not turn it up and go toe to toe with Canelo Alvarez, something that even the Bud Crawford fans said, now all you got to do is just be an outsider. Even Bomac, go watch the fight again. Bomac told Bud Crawford, yo, you don't got to do that. You don't got to do that. Bud Crawford in his mind said, I got to do it. If Bud Crawford would have listened to Bomac, If Bud Crawford would have listened to Bomac when Bomac told Bud Crawford, you do not have to do that, Bud Crawford would have lost the fight. At the end of the day, Bud Crawford had to do something that many of the people didn't think that he could do or should do. Go toe to toe with Canelo Alvarez in the 9th, 11th, and 12th round. I ain't lying. Hold on. Let's break it down non-biologically and objectively, ladies and gentlemen. Watch. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let's pull the Canelo versus Crawford. Crawford scorecard. Watch. Let me so y'all can understand what I'm trying to say. Okay. Canelo. Let me see. All right. Here you go. Look at these two scorecards. Oh, let me see. I can see it. Oops. Damn, it's bad. Is it good? Y'all can see it from there? Let me see. All right. Look at the last two rounds. The last two rounds was given to Bud Crawford. He had to turn it up. Yo, Punch, when you putting up to the fight in Vegas, anytime, man, anytime when there's a good fight, I want to go. I want to go to the Ryan Garcia versus Mario Barrios. If Bud Crawford did not take it to Canelo Alvarez, if Bud Crawford would have kept on doing the same thing throughout the whole fight, he would have lost that fight. He would have lost that fight. Am I right or wrong? Some people gonna be like, no, man. Yo, I hear people say, nah, man, he won. I only had Canelo Alvarez winning 2 rounds. When it comes to high profile fights and the world is watching, you don't think that Usyk, if he didn't buzzed Anthony Joshua in the 11th round, remember that time? Remember the fight? It was the 11th or the 10th round when Usyk. Remember when Usyk got buzzed, and then the next round Usyk came back and buzzed Anthony Joshua. What about the Tyson Fury fight? Remember the 11th round? What was the 11th or 10th round? When Fury was going all over the place? If Usyk did not take it to Tyson Fury, he would have lost that fight, bro. They would have given it to Tyson Fury. Let me see the scorecards on the Tyson Fury. It was the 10th round, right? Championship rounds. Championship rounds. Hold on. Let me see. Usyk. Look, Usyk versus Fury. Fury scorecard. Look at that. Fury 115, 112. The other scorecard. Usyk, Fury. Wait. 114, 113. 115, 112, one scorecard. The other scorecard, 115, 113, split decision victory. But Usyk, they gave Tyson Fury. No, Usyk, yeah, they gave Tyson Fury the last 2 rounds. No. Yep, they gave Tyson Fury the last 2 rounds. No, one card, one last round, but Usyk won the 10th and 11th round. If we go into the championship rounds, listen to me, folks. I want you to answer me. Be truthfully. Truthfully. If they go into the championship rounds and it's all tied up, the Shakur Stevenson has another level. Does he have another level? Does he could Shakur do what Teofimo Lopez did to Lomachenko in the 12th round to seal the deal? We seen Teo first won the first half of the fight. We seen Lomachenko rallied up, and then Teofimo Lopez said, "You know what? The boxing shit ain't working no more. Man, it's time to throw down." And Teofimo Lopez in the 12th round connected on 50% power shots and connected 49 power punches on Lomachenko. Could Shakur Stevenson do the same thing? He said, no cable TV. Tell me when he proved it to you. He said, no cable TV says, I believe so. To Teofimo Lopez, why? Why would he? Why you think he would do it? Don't you think that Teofimo Lopez, what they say about Teofimo Lopez, he likes people that come forward. So you think that Shakur is just gonna dog walk Teo? He did versus Cepeda. He didn't do it versus Cepeda. He stood in the ropes. Cepeda landed 272 shots. Cepeda landed 272 shots, brother. So much for defense. Cepeda ain't no damn Teo. Cepeda ain't no damn Teo. You think that Shakur gonna be like, yeah, let's go throw down. Yeah, I'm gonna throw down with Teo. Come on, stop. He wouldn't even throw down with Edgar de los Santos, bro. Go by what y'all witnessed, man. Yeah, he gonna sit down with Teo and trade punches. I don't make bets on boxing. Making bets don't. That's one thing I don't know why in boxing they just talk boxing, break shit down. I don't bet what. I don't bet on boxing. I never bet. Bet is the most corrupt. Boxing is the most corrupted sport. You watching the Pachenko fight? Nah, I ain't watching that fight right now. If he wants to win, he's gonna have to. He's gonna have to take it to him. All I'm saying is, if he does take it to Teofimo Lopez, who you got? Who you got? How about if Teo takes us to Shakur Stevenson and it's all tied up? Who I got? Who shown me at the highest level? Who shown me? You, me, you. Who shown us, all of us? Who shown at the highest level that they got dog? And I will take it from you. Who shown that at the highest level? Teo or Shakur? Let's not play dumb out here. Pick who you want to pick. But I'm breaking down unbiased, logically, and objectively. Our prediction could fall wrong. We're only making a prediction. We're only fans, but we only could go to make a prediction logically. I'm not going with perception. I'm going to what they shown me already, right? The experience, what I've seen, what they have done. Now, yeah, they have to put, yeah, a lot of fighters have potential, but there's a lot of fighters that don't match their potentials. There's a lot of fighters that could have been this, but then when they reached that level, they shown they wasn't that, right? He said two boring fighters. Now you don't know shit about boxing. These are the bitter boxing fans. It's just two boring fighters. I mean, Shakur's boring and Teo boring. This is not a great fight. Yeah. Go watch figure skating then, man. Go watch male volleyball. One, hey yo, one reporter. Yo, we never attach. Put it this way. Nobody ever attached boring and Teofimo Lopez. Never, nobody ever put those shit to that in the same sentence. But now it's Shakur and Teo. Now all of a sudden, it's a new narrative. Teo is boring. New narrative now, guys. Teo's a boring fighter. He went from one of the most entertaining fighters, so yeah, he's a boring fighter. I mean, both of them. I mean, that tag has gone with Shakur, Devin Haney, but now because people don't like Teo, I think Teo's boring now. Yeah, two boring fighters. They're boring. Yuck, yucky. It's a yucky fight. So everybody boring. Haney boring, Shakur is boring, Teo boring. Gervonta Tank Davis' last fight was boring. So, I mean, the Rolly versus Ryan Garcia, that shit was boring. So everybody boring now. Everybody boring. Everybody boring. He said, yo, Teo the man, they want to ambush. It's the Friends League. Yeah, 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 yeah. This is an exciting fight, bro. This is an exciting fight. Shakur Stevenson showed everybody, right? Versus William Cepeda. That's why this fight got great momentum. That he's exciting. He could be exciting. He excite the boxing fans. He gave us what we've been wanting from him, right? Right? And Teofimo Lopez was showboating, doing the Ali shuffle and stuff like that. Was showboating on Barbosa. The best performance in Times Square. And all of a sudden, because one media guy, Dan, what's his name? Dan Cappuccino, whatever the Dan Cappuccino and stuff like that, he does the pay-per-view.com. He said, I think these two fights are boring. Now, or because Chris Algieri and Paulie Malignaggi say it might be a kind of a boring fight. Now everybody's running with the boring shit now? Two motherfuckers say it. Now this fight is boring. Really. That's why these fight, hey yo, fighters. That's why, hey yo, that's why us boxing fans, when we don't stand 10 toes down on something, on at least a belief, we send these fighters mixed messages, bro. He said Shakur scared of his daddy Tank. Nah, man. Nah, do it. We Tank need to get in the mix. But I think Turkey I'll shake. The surprise for me is to have Gervonta Tank Davis fight the winner of Shakur and Teo. But I think that Turkey believes that it's going to be Shakur because he said Shakur first in the press conference in that phone call, right? He says Shakur scared of daddy. Come on, man. Shakur didn't even want to fight Pitbull Cruz the rematch. I mean, Tank don't even want to fight Pitbull Cruz. Tank don't even want to fight Lamar Roach. Come on, man. Stop, man. He ain't want to fight Lomachenko at 135 when Tio had to do his dirty work. Come on, man. Tank got all the skills. Tank got skills and talent, but he got to show us more than that now. Giving passes to Tank. We ain't giving passes to Tank. And I like Tank, but we ain't giving that pass. Ain't nobody scared of fucking Tank. Tank is not, he's the guy that's not trying to get in the mix. He's the one that's having catch weights and rehydration clause. But he ain't do it with Mario. Well, he did it with Mario Barrios as well. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Punch, Tio all day, stand up, Latino, Florida, New York, all that. Latino! Tank would never take a 50-50 fight ever. I think this time he will. I got faith. Hey, yo, Salvador, I got faith that Turkey Out Shake said, Gervonta, Tank, come to my office. Come to my office, motherfucker. All right? Not one to give you opportunity. I would give you the money. I would give you the 2 Ferraris. If I could get Canelo Alvarez, I could get you. Now, you would face the winner of Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez. If Shakur wins, Shakur versus Tank. If Teo wins, Teo versus Haney. Which I think. Because if Shakur wins, he's going back to 135. He's not going to fight his friend, Keyshawn Davis. He's not going to fight probably his friends, Richardson Hitchens. He's not going to fight Gary Antoine Russell. He's going to go back to 135. If Teo wins, then probably will be a catch weight at 138. Gervonta Tank Davis. That's the fight that Floyd Mayweather want to see the most. Tank versus Teo. I think that will be a stadium fight. If Teo beats Shakur, like I believe he's gonna do, Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson is a stadium fight. Forget about the arena. That's Las Vegas in the Allegiant Stadium. And I think that I know the press conference, it wasn't too much of a trash talk. I think that I truly think that there's a lot of mutual respect when it comes to Shakur and Teo. It is a mutual respect. You know what I'm saying? And I also think that, Teo got an opportunity. You could tell. I mean, looking enough from the outside in that there was people on Turkey Al Sheikh's side that was a little bit frustrated with Teofimo Lopez. Shakur Stevenson said that Turkey didn't want to work with him anymore. So there has to be a lot of tug of war, a lot of people talking to Turkey, yo, just get this fight. Let's get the fight, get the fight. Just you don't gotta like the kid, but the kid is fucking good and he's the ring champion, right? If Teo beats Shakur, Gervonta Tank Davis versus Teo is a stadium fight. 70 plus thousand people will be in attendance. Teo and Haney will be a big fight. Haney got great momentum too. It will be a big fight. And Teo Senior and Bill Haney going at it. But because people just love Tank, bro. People just love the dude, bro. Tito, 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 con los 5 pesos. Good looking out, my brother. Say you hear about Hitchens versus Jermaine Ortiz. I think Teo and Ortiz should join camp. Sparring each other will prepare them both because of the styles. I think so too. I think so too. You know what I'm saying? I think so too. I think it will be a great camp for both fights. But I think that Jermaine Ortiz will. I don't know if Jermaine Ortiz would do it. Maybe Teo would do it. I don't think Jermaine Ortiz would do it because I think Jermaine Ortiz, if he gets a good victory, if Jermaine Ortiz beat Hitchens, good looking out for the gift. Good looking out for the gift. That's my first gift. Good looking out for the gift, man. Appreciate that. If um if Jermaine Ortiz beat Richards and Hitchens, I think that Jermaine Ortiz is or could really say I want the rematch with Teofimo Lopez, and I think that I think rightfully so. He earned the right. He earned the right. He earned the right. Tito, with the $2 super chat says, if Teo and Ortiz win, they can agree to unify. Facts. I think that'll be. I think that would be Jermaine Ortiz really put himself in the mix. So let me say it like this, because Jermaine Ortiz, regardless of the style, I was very frustrated with Jermaine Ortiz the way that he went into the fight with Teo because I never seen him fight like that. I never seen him fight like that. Jose, thank you for the Christmas gift. Thank you. Today my birthday, right there. Good looking out with the gift. YouTube said I could enable the gift, and I'm like, man, I don't even know what the gift is. All right, shit, listen. Thank you for the present. Next thing, let me see how I do it. Okay. I never seen this how you say it, this feature before. So good looking out with the gift. Let me see the gift. Let me see. I never seen this feature before. ¿Cuál es esa? Okay. Burning. Next thing, no, you gonna have Tank Keyshawn. Yo, I like that Keyshawn fight with Richardson Hitchens. A matter of fact, I got Keyshawn Davis beating Richardson Hitchens. You know what it is? I never truly got all the way convinced with Richardson Hitchens. I know he's a good polished fighter. You know what it is? The thing is, like I told y'all before. Christian Cesar sent 500 boxing gift membership. Good looking out, brother. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, man. That's a wonderful thing, Cesar, man. Do you like, hey, yo, Cesar, do you pronounce your name Cesar or Caesar? Or Cesar? Say Cesar, yes, or Caesar? The first or the second? Cesar the first. Press number one if you like Cesar, if you pronounce your name Cesar, or press number two if it's Caesar. Cause my cousin name is Caesar, but sometimes I call them both, like Cesar, Caesar, 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 Cesar. Caesar. All right. Okay, okay. I just want to make sure, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I say Cesar, Caesar, stuff like that. So you'll be like, yo, Caesar, let me get a Caesar fade. Did you warn Tio about the illegal tactics he uses before the fight? Look what they did to Schofield. Oh, shut up. Oh, shit. Hey, yo, you know what happened? Teofimo Lopez house got raided. Teofimo Lopez, I mean, he can't fly out because his passport got ripped apart. Hey, yo, hey, yo. Teofimo Lopez passport got ripped apart, man. He can't even fly out the country. Huh? Yo, they raided his whole house. Huh? And it was, and it was Shakur. Yo, hey, yo, did you hear about Teofimo Lopez that somebody raided his house, popped his tire and shit like that? And he rented like 16 cars, and the 16 cars all popped the tires. They all popped the tire. Ay, ay, ay. Yo, I'm like, damn, man. You know what I feel? Yo, you know what I felt bad? I'm like, damn, man, I support, bro, the Schofield, man. Pero diablo, man. Yo, it was back to back to back to back. Yo, do you know how hard it is to break? Why would anybody want to break your passport? Come on, come on. Why? 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 Why somebody think about this? Just think about this. Somebody breaking into your house goes to your whatever your passport, and they know where the and just yo, I see no Papa Schofield. I see no man for real. Yo, I'm like, come on, man. Come on, I've been supporting y'all. Don't do this. Don't do this to me. And then I gotta and yo me quedé callado, ¿verdad? Yo me quedé callado, pero así no, man, así. Yo, to be honest, that's one of the highlights of the year. And thank you that Kid Austin knocked out Tevin Farmer. But damn, bro. They put drugs on. Oh my God, they put drugs on the truck. They raided the house. They said that they kids endangerment, that they kidnapped kids, that they popped the tires of 4 different type of cars that they rented. That Shakur Stevenson hired the masseuse and they massaged. Nah, for real. I think Stevenson's team did that. Schofield was brought to sleep. Shakur, if you don't believe, ask Teal. Man, pray, man. You better stop it, bro. You better stop it. You better stop. The devil is a liar, bro. You better stop it, man. What it sounded to me was paranoia, bro. That's what it sounded to me. This is what it sounded to me. And I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna support Kid. I support Kid, but I support Kid in the ring. But let me tell you like this. In my opinion, this is just my opinion. This is my logical opinion. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. When when your when your father tells you everything growing up and everything is coming to pass, everything he's telling you, you're actually witnessing and experience. And remember, that's his dad. That's like me telling my son something, and everything that my done, uh, he accomplished. Everything I tell my, if I tell my son college right now, he's accomplishing. He's just been a great. Yo, my son is a beautiful, great kid. My oldest son. He's just been the perfect son, bro. Perfect son. Never disrespected his dad. Always, I know. Yo, to be honest, it's only one time I ever had to even discipline him in his whole life. One time, my son had to discipline him. One time. One time. In 18 years, one time I had to discipline my child. That's how perfect he's been, bro. And when I disciplined, I was actually felt sorry, bro, because I know that it wasn't it wasn't something horrible. You understand what I'm saying? My son believe in my word. He believe in whatever vision that I have for him because everything as yo do this, do this. Dad, it's true what you said. Dad, is true, right? Even if it was talking about girls and shit like that, right? Kid Austin, in my opinion, went along with anything his father's saying. He's not gonna go against his dad. It doesn't matter. I think that, in my opinion, the Kid Austin. I think you remember when Floyd Schofield Senior said in an interview that I hypnotized my son. He's hypnotized. I think that if Floyd Schofield Senior says to Kid Austin, bark like a dog, like in Coming to America, he'd be like, arf, 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 arf. And the if Floyd Schofield Senior says a big dog, Kid Austin will be like woof, 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 woof. If he says hop in one leg, ooh, ooh, make it look like a orangutan. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, I would discipline my kids with Ray Flores voice. Yo, bark like a dog. Arf, arf, arf. A big dog. Woof, woof, woof. Hop on one leg. Make it look like an orangutan. Arf, arf. Ooh, 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 ooh. Motherfucker be saying, yo, act sick. Act sick, kid. Act sick. What you want me to do, Dad? Get in the fuck. Act sick. Put them dead. Close your eyes and put all them wires in his mouth. Don't say cheese. Just tilt your head. Dani, con los 2 pesos, compra una lata de Coca-Cola. I'll be in MSG. Tio versus Shakur. Floor seats. LFG. Tio in the building. Let's go, Danny Banya. If it's a real fight, Tio should stop that hype job. I don't think Shakur's a hype job, bro. Shakur's a three-division world champion. Shakur's a three-division world champion. Unify the titles. He said, is Tank still relevant, Punch? Yes, he is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, excuse me. Put a poll to see if people would think Tank will run. Shakur is a hype job. He is nothing without the people behind him. No. Let's not take a look. This is not a fight that we need to take away. I don't like when they do that to Tio. Let's not do it with Shakur. Shakur is highly accomplished, man. We don't gotta be like all the yo. We in punch from boxing. We don't have to be like these other channels that they need to drag another fighter down to pick their fighter. You know what I'm saying? Even though that I was, I had my skits with Bud Crawford but mine was more like skits, bro. Mine was more like skits. I truly just didn't think that Bud after the Masvidal fight could go to 168 and beat Canelo Alvarez, bro. Motherfucker acting like they geniuses. Come on, man. Come on, that shit wasn't logical. That shit was not logical, bro. He proved me wrong. He proved me wrong. Not that I didn't never said that Bud Crawford wasn't great. I just didn't think after Madrimov moving up to 154, then I say, yeah, he could go to 168 and beat Canelo. If Turkey actually did not put that fight, ain't nobody in the sport of boxing would have put that fight. If Turkey Shake never would have put that fight, ain't no soul in the sport of boxing would have put that fight. Especially after the Madrimov fight. It's not Halloween anymore. Wear Christmas colors. How about like just get butt naked? Huh? I don't like Tio because of his racist comment, but one thing is for sure. He stays in big fights like him or not. Hey yo, Walter, do you like people to use the N-word as a form of endearment? Hmm? Walter said, I don't like Tio because of his racist comments, but one thing is for sure, he stays in big fights. I'm from Africa. We don't like that. If you from Africa, why you don't like it in Africa? I mean, the nigger slang didn't come from Africa. You don't care in Africa. Stop it. This is I'm from Africa. We don't like it. Motherfucker, y'all wasn't the one that was saying, yo, my nigga this, my nigga that, and shit like that. Why would you hate it? Stop lying, Walter, bro. Why you lying? Trying to sound righteous out here. I am from Africa. I do not like that shit. I don't like nobody to call me nigga. Okay? Don't do it to me, Punch. I don't do it to you. I don't do it to me. Hmm? I don't like punch jump boxing. I don't like the nigger words. Don't do it to me. I don't do it to you, okay? I don't like the bullshit, all right? I called you my brother. Brother is good for everyone. Just somebody, hey y'all, ow, with the $10 super chat. Good looking down. He said, just some ofrenda punch. Sorry, I can't give more. Keep doing an awesome job. If Shakur doesn't go on his bike, Teo by knockout. You better not wrong. Good looking out. Appreciate you, man. Don't worry about that. You feel me? Always supporting, man. Always supporting my brother. He said, Poncho, I don't like the nigger words. I don't like Teofimo Lopez because he said the racist comments. He said the nigger words. I don't care if she call or Keyshawn or Bo Crawford said nigger word to nobody. I don't like Teo doing it. I don't like his pale skin, and I don't like the pale skin and that word coming out of his mouth. In Africa, do you need to talk like that? Come on, man. What he said that hurt people feeling? Huh? If he keeps on saying I said what I said because I'm trying to entice these fights. He said whichever monkey want to get the banana. Shit, matter of fact, I'm about to eat a banana right now. You see, that's the problem. I'm gonna tell you like this, Walter. I think that people need to stop identifying their race with food. They need to stop identifying their identity with food. Hey, yo, you eating banana? What did that mean? You call me a monkey? Man, shut the f up, you you fried chicken eating motherfucker. Oh, you that's racist because I say you eating fried chicken. That's racist. Because I'm saying that you eat a banana. That's racist. Because I'm calling you a gorilla. That's racist. So you identify with a chicken, a watermelon, a banana, uh, a monkey, a gorilla, everything. Goddamn, everything is racist. Because if you call me a plátano, yo soy un platanero. Dame mangú con los tres golpes. If you tell a Mexican you burrito taco eating motherfucker, he'd be like, shit, yo quiero burritos ahora. Dame los tacos. Dámelo. Yo, to be honest, no ethnicity get mad, bro. Right? Hey, yo, look at this. Yo, Caesar. I'm sorry. Caesar. Do you get mad if somebody that you taco eating burrito mother effer you? Caesar be like, I'm eating a burrito right now. I love food. Man, pass me the burrito. pass me a burrito. Make me a burrito bowl. Motherfucker here get tight. Motherfucker be eating the chicken. When you chicken eating more, you greasy fried chicken eating mother. Yo, you racist, yo. I'll F you up, yo. Yo, what the fuck you said? Huh? What you said? Did I eat chicken? Did I eat chicken? Huh? You racist? Huh? Motherfucker, that's why there's a lot of people in jail right now. Motherfucker be killing each other over some stupid shit. So you said that you eat chicken and watermelon. Motherfuckers is mad. It's not that punch, and there's gonna be another dude. It's not that punch. You know what the fuck it is. You know what it is, yo. You know that's some racist shit. That's some racist shit. Hey, yo, man, like I said 1,000 times throughout these years, racism. It's racism. There's always gonna be racism out there, folks. But racism, that shit don't got no muscle, bro. I do not flinch. I laugh. I laugh. You know, depending on the what racism today holds anybody back? Let's be let's be real. Let's be real. What racism today is gonna hold me or you back? Hmm? Tell me. You really think out there's a company that says we don't hire black people? Let's be honest, bro. Ain't nobody doing that shit. Get Danny out of here! Get him out of here! We don't want to hire your con. That shit is so in the past, bro. Motherfucker be getting angry like that shit is happening right now. We don't share to you, all right? Get out of here! Go back to the middle restaurant, damn it! We don't sell to your kind, all right? Get out! Get out of there, restaurant! Yo, your feelings is outdated. Put it that way. People's feelings is outdated. Let's be real. Let's be honest. Racism ain't stopping nobody. And when I said yes, it does. Hey yo, you could make There's people right now. Your kid can make money playing Joe Madden. He said, "What are you, Spanish or black?" I'm human, bro. I'm human, man. I'm human. I'm human. I'm whatever you want to be. I'm black and speak Spanish. I'm Spanish and black. I'm Spanish and tan. I'm Taino, whatever. I've got mixed. Don't you look? I'm mixed. Like I got everything, bro. My grandfather's from Cantonese, Dominican, Brazilian. My kids Swedish. Yeah, we all a melting pot of this house. I'll tell you. Does it make any like what? He says, "Are you Spanish or are you black?" My nigga punches Puerto Rican and black. like I even think that we're at a time right now that really we still ask people that. He said, "I see that. I see it. That's cool. Thank you." Like, let's be real. Do we people go? Are you black or you're white? There's white people that think that I'm mixed white and black. There's black people that think that I'm a mixed black and white. Depending where you go, you know what it is about you. This why I like this. What I like my complexion. I like my complexion, and God gave me a good complexion. God gave me a good skin tone. You know why? Because I could be anything. I could actually be anything. I could be Jamaican. I could be black and white. I could be Puerto Rican. I could be Dominican. I could be. There's Italian people that look like me. There's Italian. Go to Italy. There's Italian people. I could be Moroccan. I could be Arabic. I could be Egyptian. I have the universal. I got the universal complexion. I truly have the complexion for the protection, depending where I'm at. When I go to Europe, m- when I go to Europe, most more Arabic. Most people think I'm Arabic. Put it that way. When I go to Europe, most people think I'm Arabic. If I'm go, they think I'm Arabic. The Arabics start talking to me in Arabic. No. I'm from New York. You you're from New York. Oh, cool. Oh, all right. What are you? I'm gonna tell you like this. Outside of America, they even when I say if I yo go outside of America, I say I'm Dominican. They don't even know Dominican. They don't know what's Puerto Rican. Certain parts in go to Europe, they don't know Puerto Rican, Dominican, and Savannah. They don't know them islands, bro. It's like look at the Miss Andre. When I'm chilling with the Miss Andre, everybody think he's Dominican. And he's actually African. The Miss Andre is African. Cape Verdean, he's African. But they think that he's Dominican because how many in New York? In New York, there's not. Now in Boston, he could say that, right? In Boston, in Rhode Island, there is a community, but there's not a community of Cape over here. So even the Dominicans will be like, "Y esa vaina, capicu, what's that, my friend?" They don't know what's that. Mary in the building. I was getting ready for work the other day, listening to you cracking up great content. Good looking now. Hey, yo, I told y'all that Clarissa Shields was in the press conference, right? We locked eyes and stuff, and then she looked away. She was in the bed. She ain't saying nothing to me. I thought she was gonna say something to me. Well, I'm saying to my, hey, go watch a video. She did an interview, and I passed by her, and she gave, you could see in the interview while I passed, and she like, yes, and she was, ah, Clarissa, let's do it. You know what? I think that me and Clarissa should do an interview. What you think? I think Clarissa Shields and Punch Drunk Boxing need to do a sit down. I think it'll be good. I think, put it this way, Clarissa. You see all the interviews you're doing? Let's do an interview with Punch Drunk Boxing. I think this community will be good, bro. I think if you looking for numbers, right? If you're looking for numbers, Punch Drunk Boxing doing an interview with Clarissa Shields. I think that shit will have everybody be. I think everybody will be watching now. Clarissa. As a matter of fact, since she put a message up, I'm gonna send a message. Hmm? Papoose is there too. Shout out to Papoose. Shout out to Papoose. Ain't say nothing no. That's when you know he don't love her. I think Clarissa was probably mad at Papoose when they got back home and said, "You saw that nigga today? You saw him, right?" And Papoose like, "Who? Why you ain't say nothing to him and shit like that? I thought you was my man. Like you ain't gonna protect me and shit like that. Why you ain't fight for me?" Bitch, I ain't gonna do this shit for you, man. I got 2 years with you, man. We got this contract. Papoose ain't gonna fight for you. He only did that shit once for Remy Martin. And look how that shit played out. He ain't never gonna punch a dude for another woman. Okay. Hey, did the Papoose beat up some dude and still Remy Martin still with the dude? That's bad, bro. That's bad. He said, as Mando, you think this dude Kevin Lee got a chance? I don't know. Watching it on TV. But yeah, I'm about to watch this event as well, man, while listening to Punch. Hey, I want my guy, Gabe Flores to do his thing, bro. I want him to beat Joe Cordina. I think he needs this win, bro. He needs this one. But I'm probably gonna go live after the event. I'm not gonna do the live commentary. I'm chill a little bit with the kiddos and stuff like that before they go to sleep. But I'm probably gonna go live again tonight, 12, like around 12 o'clock, 11:30, 12 o'clock. Let me know if y'all want me to go live. Y'all want me to go live later on after the event? Yeah, I'm gonna watch some boxing, but I don't want I can't do the live commentary today. But I'm probably gonna go live at 12 p.m. Eastern time. All right. Shout out to the people that show me love on a Saturday. I know it's a Saturday night, evening. Get your drinks on, get your drink on. Love y'all. I'll probably back. I'll probably be back 12 o'clock a.m. Eastern time tonight. Peace out.